Timothy Francis Dundon. You remember St. Francis of Assisi? I'm the second St. Francis. I'm St. Francis of Assisi, the doo-doo guy. But I was born in 1942. Everything around my life revolves around the number 2 because of the doo-doo connection. See, when we realize that we've been disconnected from stuff that is important to our survival, we might realize that the answer is being taken away from us in a way that we shouldn't allow, because it's like this is the supreme power source. When we recycle everything, we could have a society that could be so self-fulfilling and so prosperous. But see, it's better to kill people and use bombs as the way to control the world rather than love in the way it's supposed to be, for the people that use the money to make people do what they do. But this is something that's going to make people realize that the living things have more value than all the money in the world. Because as soon as you print the money, the value starts going down. As soon as you have germination or conception, living things become bigger, they grow and have more value. Especially the organic, natural food nowadays. I'm sure you see what a demand there is. People are really starting to become more health conscious. They're starting to realize that if we don't get our doo-doo together, we may have real problems. So it's like the idea is to take and make something out of it, make a game out of it. See, that's why I call the name of the game is the twain. You know what the twain is? The twain is the number 2. Well, see, it's all, remember Mom would ask you whether they had to go potty number 1 or potty number 2. Well, it's the big one. But I mean, it's like the idea is to have fun with it, not be afraid, to realize that our fear is disconnected us from something that could have made our right now, our present, a really wonderful, prosperous, peaceful place. But it doesn't seem like it's heading in that direction. It's like we need to make a correction in the direction. See, like people thought this was a collection of infection, but it's really the resurrection. Well, see, everything that dies is meant to come. Okay, the spirit goes back to God or the Creator or whatever. You know, some people may be offended by the word God or whatever, but I like to use the word Creator, because if there's a creation, it's pretty hard to deny that there's a Creator that made it happen. So if we see that it's all usable to make something good happen in our society that would change it to where we didn't murder each other and didn't need to build jails or cages to house all these evil people that we turn out because it's good to prop up the economy. We need to all become like a human family again, and to really realize that the religious thing is failing, because it's like it's more about the collecting money and stuff for America as Jesus is coming out of the clouds someday. Well, Jesus was coming out of the clouds a little while ago when the rain was falling, because the rainwater brings life back to everything. I'm sure you see how after 5 years of drought, you drive down the streets, all the trees are dying, everything is dying because we're not getting the rain we need. But this is a way to get the juices flowing again. When we treat Mother Earth with love and respect, guess what we get back? Well, this is basic doo-doo 102. Okay, well, it's like I was born June 5th of 1942. According to my mother, on the night that I was born, it's like they were having blackouts because of the Japanese were in submarines off the coast of California. So she said that the night that I was born, it's like they lifted the blackout order, and as soon as I was born at St. Luke's Hospital over here, it was a Catholic hospital. The address was 2392, to where we always have the number 2 woven into the whole thing. But anyway, she said when I was born, an angel came. The nun opened the curtains to let the light out, and an angel came in and said that I was the child of the high vibration, without which the world could not be saved. So it's like this was a pretty heavy thing. Plus, this astrologer lady that lived here when I was about 12 years old, she did my horoscope and said that there was something happened. There was alliance of planets that came about right at that second that said something special happened. So, you know, it's like it's kind of hard to go through all that and to be rejected over and over again and to feel like you're a failure and a loser just because you're trying to help people.
And how old did you say the house is?
It's 101 years old now. It was built by Levi Giddings, the founder of the cemetery.
So he lived here first, the owner of the cemetery?
Yeah, he built it.
He built this house.
Uh-huh.
What was his name again?
Levi Giddings.
And
The house
after
of...
him, who lived here? After Levi, who lived in the house?
I'm not exactly sure, but I think it was another owner, but my folks bought it in 1933 for $3,000. So, you know, it's like it's worth a lot more now, but it's like the whole story revolves around having this... Whoops, sorry about that. Let me just check it real quick and see if this is important or not. If it's not, I'll exit.